Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going to the final boss of Dark Visions 23 against the Darkness Most Ravenous. This is a beast enemy weak to fire, water, and light element. We're going to be going with a water team. Now this may not be the best team ever based on, the available options in global, but it's going to be one of my better options, at least for now. Maybe I'll rerun it, later in the week with a different team, but we're going to be trying this one. I'll have a turn chart in the comments, all that kind of stuff. Let's get in here and give it a go, see what kind of damage we deal, and then I'll show you the team's gear and all at the end. So we're going to be doing a turn 5 clear because of things like, Titus, STMR, all that kind of stuff. Alright, so we're going to start off with Olive using her LB to start unlocking because we need Olive to unlock her big focus. Same thing for Wilk. We need him to unlock his 90 break. So he's going to do Hurricane Fist. We don't want to chain these, so don't use them together. And that's going to unlock his Magnus. Now we need to refill their LB gauge. So we're going to use Chizuru to Rallying Cry. We're going to use Titus in the shift form to Rallying Cry. We're going to use Nicole to True Enhancing Stance to fill LB gauge, and then just double Flood. And then Golbez can either guard or just use, we'll just use like Fyra, whatever, just to get some more crystal drops, because we need crystals on, a little bit of RNG crystals on either Nicole and Wilk. I think at this point we're good, so we're going to go ahead and use Titus on turn 2 to Rallying Cry again. Now we're going to use Chizuru to Eastern Winds. We're going to Staunch Samurai, which fills 10 more crystals. And then we're going to Focus Strength for Mirage for the party. Now that combined should give us enough LB gauge for Olive and Wilk. I think they both need like one crystal drop to get it more. You can gear them for autofill to make it guaranteed, but this is a little bit easier. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and use Olive's LB again on turn 2. And now we're going to use Wilk's LB to just stack it up. He's a stacking modifier guy. Now as far as Golbez goes, he can just either, this turn he can just guard or focus. We're going to focus with Magic Boost. And Nicole's going to use his shifted LB. That's going to, LB buff, stat buff, and water amplify the party. The boss does some single target wind magic on your provoker. We're evading with Nicole. He's also wearing wind immunity. Alright, Golbez can just magic focus again. Chizuru on this turn will do Beast Killer. We're going to use Olive to do Beast Killer as well. Hers is a bigger self-only buff with Beast Mammals and Machines. Wilk on this turn can do Vengeance against the Dreadnought. That's going to be the 90 break. Titus can do You're Going Down. That's an LB modifier buff for himself. And then Nicole in this turn is going to do Elemental Power Water on Golbez. We're going to imbue the party with True Water Infusion. And we're going to do Flood to imperil the boss. Okay. Now this turn the boss is going to do an AoE physical, but we've got Mirage from Chizuru from last turn, so we can ignore it. There it is, no problem. Yeah, the boss does, very, very minor stuff. So this turn, Nicole can do the Field to imperil the boss even further. Chizuru can Tyvis' Spirit to get ready for next turn. We're going to go to the base form with Titus, and we're going to do his modifier boost. This is my story. We're going to do Ace's ability for a bigger amplify, and we're going to do Delay Buster. This turn, the boss is doing single target accuracy physical damage. But with accuracy down from Titus, it's going to still miss. Golbez can just magic boost yet again. Olive can just, focus. We'll do, a bunch of stuff, whatever. And then we'll do Cannon, Fire, Cannon as the last action. Wilk can go to the base form, where we're going to do his Magnus. And then you can just, hit the boss twice, Bolting Strike and whatever, it doesn't matter. We just got to fill his LB gauge. It was actually already filled, but whatever. Okay, now it is time to kill the boss. This turn is the single target accuracy stuff, but thanks to the accuracy now with Titus, we do take no damage. Okay, so Chizuru is going to shift here, and we're going to shift the LB. It is kill time. Olive's going to SLB. Wilk is going to shift. and use his LB. It's not fully boosted, and I don't have 2 copies of Titus STMR, so it's going to be relatively low damage. But we need him for the we needed him for the break. And as you see, the boss now has negative 235 water, negative 90 defense, and it's going to be negative 90 spirit because Olive is going to be going first in this chain. Golbez, it is time to Meteor. Titus in the base form is going to use his LB. And then Nicole is going to Blue Wave. That's not Blue Wave. We're going to Blue Wave the chain with Titus. Okay, now here's the headache part of this fight. We're going to send Wilk and Olive first. Then, a split moment later, we're going to send Titus. Then we're going to wait like a half second to make sure the Sword in Peril is registered. Then we're going to send Golbez to Meteor. Then we're going to wait for a while. Then we're going to send Nicole to match up with Titus's chaining, because Titus's frames are absolute horrible. Then later we're going to send Chizuru so that she extends the chain with her tag chain, and Golbez's Meteor, which was casted very early in all of this, is still going to hit within this big, long, enormous 146-point chain. Definitely complicated because we need to send Olive before Golbez. Olive is very quick, Golbez is very slow, but Olive has to go first for that 90 break. That's why the big headache here. Yeah, so practice on the training dummy, and then I'm going to try to get some good variants. Based on my calculations, we're going to do somewhere between 20 to 29 billion, assuming the boss wasn't updated much from the JP server. Let's go ahead and do my damage. So here we go. That's that. And then there it is. So 146 count chain, and we're going to see what kind of damage we deal. Okay. The chain was correct. And we did 20.3. That is pretty low for my calculations. Really bad variance. I'm going to run this fight again. I'm going to retreat so I don't have to spend 20 energy per attempt. And then I'll run it again. So we're going to cut the video here real quick, and then I will see you guys when we have a lot better variance than that. See you in a moment. Alright guys, let's try another variance roll. So here we go. And we're looking for a big number. Let's see, at the end. Alright. Come on, everyone please roll high for me. 23.9, whatever. It's good enough. I'm not gonna like spend all day with this. It's fine. So my team calcs between 20 to 29 based on JP numbers. The boss may have had an adjustment. I don't know. But there we go. There is Dark Visions. All right, who did what? So let's compare what my calculation estimates were. So Titus is calculating between 2.9 to 4.8, and this is all based on JP numbers. I don't know if they were adjusted. But based on my calcs, 2.9 to 4.8, he did 3.7, so right there at the middle. Golbez calcs between 7.6 to 12.6, so 10.0 is like right there in the middle. He did completely average. Wilk is calcing 1.6 to 2.4. Nearly perfect on him. Unfortunately, he got the high roll. Olive, 3.2 to 4.9. She did slightly under. And then Chizuru, 3 to 4.9. Did 3.9. So, about average. Yeah, everyone rolled like mid-tier average variance that run. Which is sad. But whatever. Anyway, so there it is. Let's see. Whoops, wrong one. I'm just curious. Let's check my ranking real quick. Let's see, ranking. Top rank. Senzar is not updated. We'll check it in a minute. Yeah, let me show you the gear. So, let's see. The gear, or the party is this. Now, I made, no, never mind. So here's the party that we're using. So, Nicole is on Leviathan, and he is our passive provoker with evasion and wind immunity. The boss doesn't imperil, so there you go. So, immunity to wind, some mana reduction, and that's his build. Blue Wave as well, and some Esper fill so we can do his enhancing stance. And then just a resistance card. It doesn't matter. And there it is. He does the 50 field, 135 imperil, 100 single target amplify, 45 AoE amp, and he imbues the party. Titus, in the base form, is bringing the 40% sword imperil for Golbez. And he did, okay-ish damage. Mine's only EX2, unfortunately. So 10,000 attack power, LB damage versus Beast, and he is maxed on everything. A little bit overcap on that LB damage there, but it's fine. Shift form is wearing his STMR. We start in the shift form, and then Lion Emblem to help fill LB gauge on our unlocker people. Golbez using the Dark Vision's sword. Other than that, 9200 magic, 6300 MP, LB damage. I'm sorry, meteor damage versus Beast. He is maxed on everything with focus. Maxed Beast, and yep, he did the most damage because it's Golbez. Wilk in the base form, naked, who cares? Shift form is, LB damage. Now, I don't have a second copy of Titus STMR. If I did, he should absolutely be wearing it. I don't have it, so big sad face. His damage really suffered because of that. Anyway, so 8,500 attack power, and he's honestly here just for the break. His garbage is his damage is garbage. He's just a breaker and support chainer. Maxed LB and maxed Beast. Olive is doing 10,000 magic LB damage versus Beast. There we go. I gave her some LB fill, so high class dagger that fills with that she gets set 7 LB a turn. It helps out, and it helps her get her LB like more likely. Same thing with Wilk. He's using high class dagger so that he gets his LB more guaranteed. So 6 LB a turn, and with all the stuff we're doing, it gets them pretty much guaranteed on turn 2. They can do it again. And then Chizuru, base form, Typhus' Spirit, and Lion Emblem. Shift form, LB damage versus Beast. There we go. There's the setup. Cool smile card, of course. Maxed LB and Max Beast. Okay, there was the clear. I'll have a turn chart in the comments, and if I get bored over the next 2 weeks, I might rerun it for more variants. A perfect roll is 29 billion for this team based on JP stats, but that'll never happen. But I think with like enough re-rolling, I can get to like 26, 27 billion. But whatever. So there was the final boss. I will go back probably tomorrow with some budget runs on the 2 sub-bosses. For those of you that can't turn 1 OTK them, we'll use some different units. I actually pulled Regina off banner, so that'll be fun to use in the mage fight. And then the physical fight, we'll figure it out. Anyway, there's the final boss. See you next time.